What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So today, I'm gonna give you brothers two stories. And we're gonna start focusing on my girl, Gabrielle Union, the loudmouth from the South. Stop the show. She really from the West Coast, but hell, she always running her mouth. And she stopped by Glenn and Doyle's We Can Do Hard Things podcast, something like that, right? And you guys know the story of her and Dwayne Wade. She married him in 2014. Stop the show. Although he was, having babies and shit on her. But when she got with him, he already had 3 children, okay? And I believe they've adopted another kid since then, but he already had 3. Now, she said that when she was going to the kids' schools and trying to pick them up and all that kind of stuff, she had to identify herself from her relationship to the kids. And she had to say, I am a stepmother. But this kind of pissed Gabrielle Union off because she don't want to be known as that shit. Fuck that. I am not no stepmama. I'm mama. Now, that's a hardcore proclamation to make because she did admit that she could never replace the full parent. But when she married him, she married the kid, so she's also the parent too. I guess it's kind of like the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and you get what I'm saying, right? They're all the same, even though they're not the same. But see, I want to transpose that to what happens if black men are in the similar situation. You see? Because what it seems like is when black women become stepmothers or step parents, they can easily come in and just be mama. They ain't gotta be stepdaddy. They can just be mama. What I say goes. And we stop the show. We already know what's going on with Zaya Wade. She helped him transition from a boy to a girl. So add it up. But that's her position, and it seems like everything is cool. But now, what about black men? And this is why I talk about the step parent thing and there being like a little slippery slope. Can you identify yourself as the real father? Or would you be represented as the stepdad, right? Even if the dad is a deadbeat, okay? But see, what are the limitations for you? And I want to kind of transpose this is that step parenting is really better for women than it is for men. Because you are a man that if you start to want to correct the child, some form of disciplinary action for the child, all of a sudden, you not daddy no more. You gonna hear angry music. You ain't my daddy, Jigga. My daddy in the pen, and when he get out, he gonna fuck you up. Like that type of stuff, right? Stop the show. That's why I don't date y'all and y'all daddies from Garden Block Compton Crip or Garden Block Crip. Just Ludus Park. I don't even date y'all with y'all kids, and I don't want no problem. Okay, that's why I tell you, leave them alone. When men are being step parents, you can do all the financial stuff. You can put them through school. You can take them school shopping. You can buy them food. You can do everything else. But you better not tell them what to do and what's right from wrong. Okay? And if you do, then you're going to have the police coming after you. You might have the daddy coming after you. You might have, the whole family coming after you because you're never going to be allowed to be a father to that child. It's limited. And that is based on, the fact that you can be a father if you were providing a lot of money for a kid that ain't yours. See, it's different if a woman steps into a situation, especially if the man makes money. Man got money. Yeah, you can raise somebody's kids when the dude is already rich. What do you got to do? Call the shots and you and the kids can eat all the money. It's cool. But if you're the guy taking care of somebody else's kid, then it's different. You'll be providing. You'll be on a limited access to correcting the child and all of that stuff. And typically, the child will let you know, or at some point, the mother's gonna let you know that you're not his daddy. All right? Now, And I hope a lot of black men understand this. In order to get this whole step parenting thing fixed, it's better for you always like always, shout out to Outkast, get your own goddamn kids, okay? It's better to do it that way, trust me. I done been to it with too many baby mamas and baby daddies, and that happens with black women too though, dealing with baby mama drama, and it does happen. But listen, brothers, you want to be a father, you want to be a man to your kids and correct them, have your own. Let's go to the next story. So now we're gonna talk about my man, Enes Kanter, Mr. No Defense, always getting dunked on, all type of stuff. He's probably one of the worst defenders around the rim, at least that's what I thought he was. But we're gonna get into this. My man recently was on television, criticizing Michael Jordan. Now he's done this to other high-powered athletes like LeBron James. He's been critical of China. I believe he's been critical of his own mother nation, Turkey. But he said that Michael Jordan doesn't do anything for the black community. He doesn't give them any money. All he cares about is his shoe sales, okay? Now I want to talk about this just very briefly. A lot of people feel that Michael Jordan owes the black community something. And I get it. He made a lot of money off of, African-American youth and people all around the world buy his shoes, whatever, okay? But the reality is this. Michael Jordan doesn't owe black people anything, all right? If he wants to do nice things and gives to charity, that's up to him. Who owes black people something? You. In your communities. You have things in your communities, you have resources. There's plenty of money going on in Black America. It will not be there unless you develop it. Okay? The grass is greener where you water it. All right? We've had tons of celebrities, tons of people give money, like LeBron James, and I understand that. But see, we want to make everything out to be a money thing. Everything's not about a money thing. You can give all the money you want to people that have single parents, and there's no father in the home, and there's no nuclear family structure. But guess what? If they don't see the value of family, if they don't see the value of community, that money isn't going to matter. You're just going to be making educated idiots who are going to go out and repeat the same cycle. Furthermore, why is Enes Kanter even talking about the black community? Bro, what are you worried about that? And we as African Americans should be like, yo man, stick to Turkey or whatever, stick to China. But for the black community, you shouldn't be commenting on it. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because Turkish stuff, they're not gonna let you comment on that, right? And we gotta stop letting people have so much to say about our plight. Our plight, okay, can be fixed by the people that speak on it from our behalf. We don't need people talking about, well, Michael Jordan need to give more money. He has nothing for black people. Hell, it's a lot of black people not doing shit for black people. Okay? If Michael Jordan gave $50 million a year more to black people, would it really solve the problem? No, because then people would not be incentivized to do anything. People have to be incentivized to want to bring businesses. People have to be incentivized to want to work together. People have to want to see the change. And when you see the change, then Michael Jordan might be wanting to come out and fund the resource. But a lot of people want to just get money from somebody and they're not doing anything. That remains a fundamental problem. And I try to tell everybody, especially black men, if you want to see things develop, you start small. You start small, you start with your communities, and then after that, after people see what you have going on, then it makes sense for people to fund you and get you going further. But if people are not doing anything, they don't owe you anything. We gotta stop acting like billionaire athletes owe money to the black community all the time. Because we do have so many athletes who give us money, and guess what? Every year, year in and year out, situations are the same. Look at cities like Philadelphia, murder rates are going up. You talking about, there's no people giving money to black communities in Philadelphia? Sure. The money problem is not the issue really in black Philadelphia, in places like black Chicago. It's a family problem. It's a moral problem. And we are in the system of the supremacy. We know that, right? And we have a lot of our brothers that have not been awakened to that. It's a whole nother community issue that the community has to come out with some of its leaders and solve that problem. Cities like Chicago, they have enough black elite, black working class, like everybody, to solve the issues of the day. Stop looking for entertainers and athletes to give us money, because when they do, they also tell you what to do. And when they tell you what to do, it's a democratic policy that they dictate. Then you'll complain about that. So guys, what do you think? Man, it's been a good one. Shout out to my boy SPK on the edit. I'm about to get out of here. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment pinned at the top. We up out of here.